Hi guys, it's Mina, and I do apologize for the lighting. It's dark outside. Anyway, today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 Disney princess movies. Now, these are my personal favorite Disney princess movies. I love Disney princess movies. They're so cute, and they're so fun to watch. They have a lot of singing. I just love them so much because they're so much fun to watch for me. Anyway, I'm going to get started, and I do have some movie reviews up for some of these movies. And I will say which ones, and if you guys are interested in seeing the reviews, feel free to go to the description box down below, and I'm going to say which ones they are. So I'm going to get started. So number one on my list would have to be Beauty and the Beast. Now, a lot of you guys know, if you watched my channel, sorry about that, I was itchy, you know that Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie of all time. One of my all-time favorite Disney movies, and also the story of Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite fairy tale. The reason Beauty and the Beast is number one on my list is because it's like the first ever smart Disney movie for kids. And I know I've said that probably a million times, but I really do find it the first ever smart Disney princess movie for kids. Because you know how in the older Disney princess movies they'd have the couples that would fall in love from the 1930s and 1950s or whatever, would fall in love right away, and that really kind of annoyed me because I don't think that was a smart idea for kids. You can't just fall in love with someone right away in one day. You have to get to know them before you marry them. So yeah, that's what I love about Beauty and the Beast. It's all about taking your time to fall in love and getting to know somebody and stuff, and looking inside of somebody instead of judging them by their appearance. And that's what another thing that bugs me about the older Disney movies. I feel like they just rely on their appearance to fall in love. You have to get to know somebody before you fall in love with them and stuff. And that's what I like about Beauty and the Beast. It's all about personality. And if you guys are interested in seeing my 2 reviews on Beauty and the Beast, they'll be linked in the description box down below. Number 2 on my list would have to be The Little Mermaid. Now, one thing I love about The Little Mermaid is I love the songs. Like Beauty and the Beast, I love the songs. And I love the story of The Little Mermaid. I was about to say Beauty and the Beast, but I meant to say Little Mermaid. Anyway, I love the story of The Little Mermaid. I like how it's about a mermaid wanting to see her real world and the world above her, and she wants to learn about it. She's so curious. I love her curiosity and her liking to discover new things, and that's what I love about The Little Mermaid. And again, if you guys are interested in my Little Mermaid review, please feel free to go to the description box down below. Number 3 on my list would have to be Frozen. Now, one reason I love Frozen is I love how it's just about, like, sisterly love instead of just somebody falling in love. Now, again, I don't have anything against that, but I just love how it's sisterly love. Like, you have your sister break your spell instead of a prince, and that's really sweet and stuff. And this is one of my favorite Disney movies to watch with my little sister. We have watched this movie probably like 50 billion times. And we drove my brother nuts with it, and he hates it now. Anyway, but I just love this movie so much. I've seen it so many times, but I never get tired of it. I just love how it's like a sisterly love, and I love the songs. I love how it shows you don't need a man to break a spell. You can just have your sister or somebody break your curse, and it's family love. It's so sweet. Number 4 on my list, and by the way, if you guys are interested in my Frozen review, that'll be linked in the description box down below. Number 4 on my list would have to be Tangled. Now, I love Tangled because I like how we have a princess who has been locked up her whole life and wants to see the world and discover everything, and then when she's like going out for her first time ever, she's kind of nervous, but then she gets so excited and wants to see and sees everything, and she has so much fun as she is out and she discovering new things, and that's what I love about Tangled. It's a really fun movie, and I love the songs, I love the singing, I love story. It's such a great movie, and I had wanted to see it for a long time before I saw it, thought. I heard so many people talk about it. I have heard great things about it, and that just made me want to see it, and I got so excited to finally watch it because I heard a lot of people talking about it and how good it was, and I just love Tangled so much. It's such a cute movie. So that's why I love Tangled, and if you guys are interested in my Tangled review, feel free to go to the description box down below. Number 5 on my list would have to be The Princess and the Frog. One thing I love about The Princess and the Frog is that you have all these different characters. I mean, what I love about The Princess and the Frog is it takes place, let me think, is that you have like two people kind of like not liking each other at first and annoyed with each other. And then you have a princess trying to you have like a prince mistaking a waitress for a princess, which is pretty funny because the costume fooled him and stuff like that. And then she gets turned into a frog and they both have to work together to break their spells. And it's really interesting, and then as they like spend a lot of time together, they start to fall in love. And that's one thing I love about that is like, that's one thing I love about, like I said in my top 10 loves about Disney, is I like how they're being a lot better on their couples nowadays. Instead of like they were in the 1930s or whatever, they had it for, whatever, like the 1930s and 50s movies. These Disney princess films, they would just have them fall in love right away, and that kind of annoyed me because I don't think that's very smart for kids. And now, I'm not trying to bash Disney again, but that's just my own personal opinion. I just think Disney wasn't being smart on their couples back then. But after, like, I think Beauty and the Beast, I'm proud that they got better on their couples. So, yeah, that's one thing I love about The Princess and the Frog, how the relationship changed from hate to love. Number 6 on my list would have to be Sleeping Beauty. Now, even though Sleeping Beauty hasn't fallen in love right away, what I really love is I like the story, the singing, the cute little animals, and you guys know, if you guys watch my channel, you guys know that I'm a sucker for films that have cute little animals in it. So yeah, and I like the singing, I like the story, I like the villain, I like the animation, and it's just a cutesy, fun movie, and that's what I really like about it. Number 7 on my list would have to be Cinderella. Not the live action, but the animated. I do love the live action. By the way, I will do a top 10. When there's more live action films of animated films coming out, I will do a top 10 live action / animated films. What I love about Cinderella is I like the singing, I like the animation, I love the cutesy little animals dressed up in clothes, which is adorable, which a lot of people in the commentaries pretty much complain about, which is pretty funny, but I think it's just really cute, because it's a kids movie, and kids want to see animals dressed up in clothes, and a lot of you guys know, if you watch my channel, you know that I love kids movies with animals dressed up in clothes. I think it's just cute. I love the singing. I love the animation. I like the characters. They're all adorable, including the little animals. It's so much fun. Number 8 on my list would have to be Aladdin. Now, what I like about Aladdin is it doesn't show a prince falling in love with the princess, or like a prince falling in love with a servant girl. Even though I do like those kind of stories, I like how it's changed up a little bit. Like, you have a street thief who falls in love with the princess, but he can't marry her because he's not a prince. And then what I like is that he tries to not be himself, but later he tries to be somebody he's not, which it doesn't impress the princess, but he later learns the lesson of how you have to be yourself to get somebody to like you. And I think that's a great lesson for kids, is you have to be yourself in order to earn someone's attention. And by the way, if you guys are interested in my Aladdin review, that'll be linked in the description box down below. Number 9 on my list would have to be Enchanted. Now, what I like about Enchanted is I love how it goes from a fantasy land to modern day and animation to live action. It's pretty cool. And then you have like a fictional fantasy character in a live action modern day New York City, which is pretty funny because like she's like completely curious about everything and wants to learn like how things work, and she's like very childish and stuff, and she doesn't understand the way the modern world looks, and she tries her best to learn, and she like is curious and tries to discover everything. It's pretty funny. And if you guys are interested in my Enchanted review, that'll be linked in the description box down below. Number 10 on my list would have to be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. What I like about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is I love how, even though it does have couples falling in love right away, what I love about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is I love the animation. It's beautiful. It's amazing. They all do a lot of great work. They do like such hard work. I give them thumbs up for the animation. I love the little animal characters that are in the movie. I love what's another thing I love? I like Snow White. I like Snow White's curiosity, how she's kind of like a mother to the dwarves even though they're all grown men. I love how she's very motherly, and she loves to clean, and she's a neat freak. It's pretty funny that she's kind of a neat freak. But one thing that bugs me about Snow White is she's not very bright. No offense. If you guys like, I like Snow White. She's nice and all, but I just don't think she's very smart. And anyway, that's just my own personal opinion. I love like how she has big dreams, and she'll do whatever it takes to go for them. And I just love how she's able to communicate with the animals, which is pretty cool. Okay, so those are my top 10 Disney princess movies. I'm sorry this was so long, but I had so much to talk about. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!